what's up YouTube? It's Korean Native Doggo here, and today we got a really interesting pedal, a DI box, less than 20 bucks. So basically, this is how my pedal board looks like at the moment. So there's the power supply here. And this is not the pedals that I currently have it on my board, but then they don't have pedal selection for dual drive and also the Hot British by the radio. So I just basically replaced it with the similar size of the pedals. But the problem here is that right next to the power supply, this empty space just literally so annoyed me. But the thing was, like, which pedal am I going to use in this situation? So my signal chain goes from this tuner and to the Musky Univibe and the Magnetic Effects dual drive and the Hot British by the radio. The output goes directly into the amplifier, and from the amplifier it goes to send return to this H2O, the visual sounds, and then the Levitate by Sonic Cake. I just have this Killy workstation because they don't have to levitate reverb and delay in this pedal playground. So yeah, and this is my signal chain, but then the thing is, like, what kind of pedal am I gonna put it like after my drive pedal that goes directly into the amplifier? And I was thinking maybe I can put a compressor as like one of the always on pedal. But then that just didn't really sound like a really good idea because I don't prefer to have the compressor always on. Sometimes I just really want that wild type of tone, and then sometimes compressor just doesn't really go well with that. So, and I was thinking, what should I put it here? And I was like searching for just inspiration, and basically I found it in this Ali Express that there was a DI box which only costs like 20 bucks. But then it has a cap simulation built into it. And I was like, wait, that sounds like a really good deal. There was luckily there was a used market in Korea and somebody was selling it. So I got it and it was only 10 bucks-ish. And to be honest, I wasn't really expecting any qualities into this because, I mean, what else can you do with like 20 bucks? But then the first time that I have tried this DI box, the cabinet simulator is just wow. So as you can see it in my pedal board, there is DI box hiding right over there, and then this unbalanced output goes into the input of my amplifier, and there is a switch right over here. I don't know if you can see it here, but then there is a switch, a tiny little switch that can basically select whether you're going to use the cap simulator or not. And there is a switch that you can select the volume output. There are three options. One is negative 20 dB, the other one 0, and the very last one plus 20 dB. And I'm currently in set for the 0 dB right now, which is just like a standard normal setting. And let's see how this cabinet simulator basically sounds like. Okay, so as you heard just now, the guitar sound that I directly plugged into the audio interface sucks. And then we're gonna see how the cabinet simulator solves that problem. Okay, so you can hear at least it sounds like guitar now, but then the difference sounds more obvious when you're kicking the drive pedal in front. So at this point, the difference is way much more obvious without cap sim on and off. But then what if you want to use the delay or reverb pedal or maybe chorus? There are two ways that you can use the drive and also the delays and reverb at the same time with the DI box. One way is to connect this DI box into this visual sound delay, and then it goes to this reverb, and then it goes to the amp input. Which is a very standard serial signal chain. But then the other way is to put the output of this hot British into the visual sound delay, and then from the reverb it goes to the DI pedal, and then from the DI it goes to the amp, or maybe the PA system, wherever the end of the signal chain is. What I'm gonna do right now is to put the output of the hot British into this DI, and then from DI directly to the audio interface, and then we're gonna use the plugins of the Logic. I'm gonna use the stereo delay and spring reverb plugins from the Logic, and let's see how this thing ultimately sounds like. Okay, so overall, I know that this is not the best cabinet simulator that I have ever heard. But I mean, come on, it's only less than 20 bucks, and then you can get this amount of quality out of this little thing. I think it's just insane. And also, to be honest, it's a really good thing to have it, especially when you have this such empty space in your pedal boards. And it's not a quality that is unusable. You can actually use this thing. It's very musical. Oh, and I also like to mention, if you are recording in your house, not in your studio, and you basically own an amplifier, I know that in a ideal situation to basically record it with your amplifier, you need to pull out a significant amount of output from the amplifier, and that's not very idealistic, especially when you have your family who doesn't really like the loud guitar in your house. I mean, you can still record your stuff in your house as well, even like in the late night when everybody's asleep. And you know, that's one of the benefits to have the cabinet simulator. As I said, this thing only costs like less than 20 bucks. So why not just buy it and just like have it on your pedal board, even though you don't really necessarily use the cabinet simulator. I think it's really good to have it. And also it's at the same time, maybe like in the gigging situation when in your live stage does not have the amplifier, then also this can probably solve your problem because it also has the balanced output as well. So yeah, this was my video for today, and I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time.
Put it on me, shoot my little pontoon shawty. It's okay, at the lake, it's a party. It's a motherfucking party.